Welcome to this visual guide for Tower of Dawn, the 6th main book in the Throne of Glass series. In this video, I will show you how I imagine the book, and maybe add to your mental movie. I won't be spoiling the plot, but you will hear names, locations, and descriptions of characters and creatures that shape the setup and atmosphere of the book. So if you want to go in completely blind, this is your cue to head out. With that out of the way, buckle up. Far across the narrow sea lies Antica, the shining god city of the southern continent. Unlike the damp, shadowed streets of Rifthold, Antica is a sprawling, sun-drenched capital that spreads endlessly across rolling hills. It is a staggering expanse of golden domes, 36 towering minarets, and intricate stone temples. Currently, the city honors the sudden passing of the Khagan's youngest daughter. Strips of white mourning cloth, from silk to linen, flutter from countless windows, lanterns, and carved doorways. The sloped, cobblestoned streets are bustling with vendors calling out their wares, while acolytes beckon from temple courtyards. The whole place carries that heavy, heat-soaked energy of an empire that has thrived for centuries. And watching over all of it, standing proud upon a southern hill, is the Torre Cesme, a massive, gleaming, pale stone tower housing the finest healers in the world, visible from nearly every corner of the city. Then you get the Khagan's palace. Polished green marble floors, red pillars carved like enormous trees, domed ceilings high overhead, gilded spaces, and mosaics laid into the floor showing the rise of the empire. It's wide, expensive, and watchful. The kind of place where every surface reflects power, and every person in the room is aware of that. At the center sits the Khagan on an ivory throne, white-haired, scarred, jeweled, and very clearly not a man anyone treats lightly. Chaol arrives in that world in a wheeled chair. Early on, picture him in light brown pants, chestnut boots, a white silk shirt, and a dark teal jacket with brass buckles and a little gold thread at the collar. No sword at his side, no easy physical command of a room. A lot of his visual identity in this book comes from that tension between how he still carries himself and what his body will or will not do. Nesryn, by comparison, feels steady from the start. Dark eyes lined with kohl, a calm, solemn face, capable and hard to rattle. When the book moves into her side of the story, she feels sharp and functional, even when she is standing in the richest rooms in the world. The royal family all need quick visual tags. Sartaq is broad-shouldered, sun-browned, black-haired, confident, with a kind of stillness that makes sense once you see him in the sky. Hasar feels cunning, all quick intelligence and amusement, with those dark, bright eyes always making it feel like she is a step ahead. Kashin looks more like a warrior, bigger and rougher around the edges, with his hair braided back and the feel of a man more at home among soldiers than courtiers. Duva is softer in presentation, fine-boned and elegant, usually in flowing colors, and a pregnant belly. And Arghun is the political one. From there, the book splits into 2 major visual tracks. The first is the Torre and everything around healing. The second is the Rukhin and the mountain world Nesryn enters later. Let's start with the Torre. It is a healer's tower, yes, but it also has discipline, hierarchy, and old knowledge running through it. Picture tall stairwells winding up forever, quiet rooms, desks with parchment and glass pens, shelves of records, controlled sunlight, and people moving with purpose. Outside, there are pathways and grounds around the complex. Inside, there is always the sense that the tower has been doing this work longer than any one person living in it. Yrene Towers is one of the most visually memorable additions in the book. Her standout feature is her eyes, a vibrant golden brown that feel lit from within. Her hair is rich brown with flashes of dark gold, and early on, it falls long enough to brush near her waist. She wears practical black slippers, and in her first appearance, a simple pale blue muslin dress. She also has a thin scar across her throat. She looks like someone who has been through enough to earn the hardness underneath the calm. Chaol's healing arc also brings in a bunch of practical objects: a custom brace worked into a saddle, the careful process of getting onto a horse again, a patient mare standing still while he figures out how to shift his body into place. Because Tower of Dawn is not built around flashy weapons. Let's look beyond Antica. Sand hills, heat shimmer, flags marking the route, horses moving in a long line, and then, in the distance, a cluster of green breaking the horizon. Here's a larger, shaded place with a shallow pool in the center, thick greenery, tents spread beneath towering palms, servants and horses cooling in the shade. And the royal family just uses this place like a private pleasure ground in the middle of the waste? The mountain sections are where it gets really interesting. We now discover Sartaq's Rukhin world. The aeries are carved directly into the mountains. Homes, halls, chambers, nests, all cut into stone. There are broad cave mouths where the Ruks can land, rope ladders strung along the cliff faces, windows punched into the rock, and wind constantly moving through the peaks. Hundreds of dwellings, birds circling, people living half in mountain and half in sky. The main hall at Altun, or Windhaven, is one of the key interiors later in the book. I imagine a huge cave mouth opening into a massive hall, pillars inside, firelight, a central fire pit, rugs and heavy clothes, carved spaces leading deeper into the mountain, and Ruks curled near the entrance in nests of straw and cloth while storms beat outside. It's not polished at all. It's something warmer and harder, built around survival, family, and flying. The mountains themselves also have character. The peaks have names. The wind sings around them. There are training rings at the top, bridges strung between peaks, internal passageways, and shops tucked inside the stone. So I guess it's not just people living in caves with birds, but more of an aerial warrior culture carved right into the earth. Now for the Ruks. Kadara's enormous, steady, and deeply intelligent. It's a huge bird of prey with enough size and force to make every takeoff feel serious. Arcas, Borte's Ruk, is smaller and quicker. Borte's young, bold, and a little wild, with the confidence of someone who grew up in this world and knows exactly what she is doing in the sky. These are the Stygian spiders. Their webs, their association with shadow, and the sheer age of them all is not for the faint of heart. Their spider silk is rare, white, iridescent, and valuable enough to feel almost unreal when it catches the light. The ruins tied to the old Fey watchtowers are like half-collapsed structures. The closer the book gets to those old remnants, the more the bright southern palette starts mixing with something older and more haunted. So that is how I imagine Tower of Dawn. I hope you've found pieces in my mental movie that you can use to shape yours. If you found this video enjoyable, bless your algorithm with a like and subscribe. See you next time!